Kula nuwun everybody, balik maning karo nyonge SamAkechi the wong Jowo. Okay, it's been a while since the last episode, and a lot of things have changed since I finished 6x6 Tales. So before we start, I need to give some update for this channel. First, if you follow my Twitter account or my YouTube community post, I told you all that for the next session, for the next episode, I will record a game called FPS, one-page role-playing game, one-page RPG. But it turns out I'm not ready to do that yet because still waiting for some things to come. So in the meantime, I went back to Ironsworn with the adventure of Sheila. I'm sorry for not really following my words. I need to make a content. So I'll promise you that FPS one-page RPG will be up when everything's ready. But for now, we'll go back to the adventure of Sheila. And second one, maybe you noticed that the past 6 episodes have been changed to Season 1, Episode 1 through 6. Why? Because those 6 episodes was done in Indonesian, in Bahasa Indonesia. And I want to reach more people. I want to reach more part of the world, especially those who don't speak Indonesian. And also, I'm gonna be honest, it's really annoying to make subtitles. So I will continue, start from this episode, the Season 2 Episode 1 with English. I'm sorry if my English is not that good because English is not my first language, but I'll do my best. And for those first 6 episodes, I have a project ongoing to make those 6 episodes into podcast format, and of course in English. I will talk more about this in the first episode of the podcast, but maybe it will not consist of 6 episodes because I'm just retelling what already happened. But that is the project. So if you want to know about what happened before the season 2, you can check that podcast when it's ready. And the last one before we start is recap. So for reminder, Sheila is a herbalist, student of the genius herbalist Mitani, the elf herbalist. She has a sister, an elder sister called Gwen. And Gwen is apparently sick with a mysterious sickness, similar to those in the old world, but she has different symptoms. Sheila doesn't really understand, doesn't really know about this sickness, so she and Gwen goes to this journey to find her master, the elf herbalist Mitani. And also because they are kicked out from the village because of the sickness. And their adventure brought them to a village called Ashby. They stay there for a while, helping the village with the problem of dispute between merchant and another herbalist over fraud product. She managed to help and solve the problem. She already finished a vow and got an experience. And so with the help of the overseer of Ashby, she got information about the whereabouts of Mitani, and after they undertook journey, they arrived in a bigger town than Ashby called Barrow. Keyword that I got is dense and abundant. I'll be honest with you guys that in this session, all of this session, I didn't prepare anything. I don't know what will happen next. I will leave to the rolling of the dice. So I'm as clueless as you right now. What will happen with them after they arrive at Barrow? We're gonna find out in this episode. So let's start this episode. Okay, first I need to know the town of Barrow. When I check what a barrow is, a large burial mound of earth or stones, and I interpret it as there's a monument of stone in the middle of the village, the town. Obelisk maybe? Let's check with the world. I will take one of the description here that I didn't choose. Description of iron. Inscrutable metal pillars are found throughout the lands. They are iron gray and smooth as river stone. No one knows their purpose. Some say they are as old as the world. Some, such as iron priests, worship them and swear vows upon them. Most make the warding sign and hurry along the way. Okay, so because this is not part of my overall world, this monument, I'll say that this not stone obelisk, then it's iron obelisk. This iron obelisk shaped like a giant sword that protrudes from the earth up to the air, like maybe 3 meters, 3 or 4 meters, as tall as a single-storied house, I think. Yeah, as tall as a single-story house. It shapes like a sword, and the color of the iron is gray, so it's gray Barrow. Makes sense. Okay, I'll just note here. And then the next course of action will be to identify what's the problem in the town. Yeah, every town must have a problem, I think. Either it's large or small. So maybe there's a town problem here. This is what I will do. I will decide which oracle to use for each episode, and it will be different for every episode. So if I've chosen an oracle or a part of oracle, I will be using that oracle most of the time. So I will decide which table we will use in today's session. 4. So 4 will be used mostly this from expanded oracle, table 3-4 or table 4. So we will need to check for settlement trouble. So we will roll a D100. And by the way, I'm using a new die. 66. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, it's not. Hey, wait. Yeah, it's 66. Religious leader in conflict with overseer. Wow. I didn't plan this. I really didn't plan this. So, if you notice in the description of the metal pillars, some, such as the iron priests, worship them and swear vows upon them. So, the settlement trouble. So, now we need to identify the name of those people. The overseer first. 56. 56 is Oily. Overseer Oily is a woman, and she is the scripture. 46. Helpful. Oh, 96. Again, with what was the 6 today? Sneaky. Yeah, I think just these two first, and then the Iron Priest, the head priest. So my first question is, so what races that we got? Here it's Ironlander. Ironlander is human, elf, giant, Barrow, and troll. Yeah, there's 5 races here. Is there any race descriptor? Elf, strange being of the forest, seldom seen beyond ancient woods. In my world, there are some elves that goes beyond the forest, like Mitani, but not much. So elf is a rare sight, but not that rare. Everyone knows what elves is. For this, I will roll for yeah, there's 5. No, I won't count primordial. So there's 5 race: human, elf, troll, giants, and Barrow. We'll see what race they have. So 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 is 2, 5, 6 is 3, 7, 8 is 4, 9 and 10 is 5. 9. So 9 is Barrow. And we roll for the names for Barrow from table 3 and 4. 0. Talon. Male or female? 20. It's another female. Whoa. And let's get a descriptor for this Barrow person from table 3 and 4. Tough. Ill-tempered. And lastly, we will roll in action and team to determine what the conflict is. Okay, so action. 50. Grapple. Grapple? What are we grappling? Grapple 24. Grapple cowardice. Okay, so I think the problem is it connected to some kind of illness, or I'll be more specific, is somebody or some people in the village that also suffer from the same sickness as Gwen. I don't know, 50-50. Yeah, I'd say 50-50. 51 or more, yes. 73, it's yes. So there is some people that afflicted with the same sickness with Gwen, and apparently the overseer and the head priestess, in this case, overseeress and the head priestess was in conflict regarding this sickness, this plague. Does this plague already affect a lot of people? I will say unlikely. So what's the score for unlikely again? Unlikely, 76 or greater. Oh no 08. There's not many people that afflicted with this sickness, so but this is information for me as a game master, but Sheila doesn't know about this yet. So let's set the scene. Sheila and Gwen, together with Talon, arrive in the entrance of Grey Barrow. Before I forget, we need to also check Gwen's symptoms. Is it getting worse? I think not that long time. Okay, my camera died and it didn't record when I rolled for symptoms, but as you can see, I got 17. I'll be honest, and I haven't touched that dice yet. It's the last roll that I did. So yeah, in all fairness, that's the result. So the symptoms hasn't progressed yet. Are there some screening in the entrance? I think, yeah, logically, if a village got a plague or something, like, yeah, we have this pandemic, right? Like, people from outside the country have to be checked for symptoms. They have to take PCR tests and also make sure they are vaccinated before. So in this case, I think it's fair to say that guardsmen of this town, the Grey Barrow town, is also ordered to screen the people to check for any symptoms from people that want to enter the city. Let everyone else that have the symptoms go decline their entrance to the city. Sheila and Gwen doesn't know about this yet, but from the distance they can see that in the entrance there are some people queuing. I don't think it's a long queue, and they're screening, and I think not many people. Let's scratch that. I think there's no one that queuing in front of the entrance. Yeah, because maybe I think the news about the sickness that appears in the village in Grey Barrow has spread, because if we look at the location, Grey Barrow it's in the middle of the island in Ireland, but not in the middle of heavens. But I think news will spread. Some people will know that. Nah, scratch that. This is not the age of internet. There's not even car yet, and also because there's only small number of people that are afflicted with this, they will need to do screening, but indiscreet. So they only stop anyone who looks suspicious. Yeah, that makes more sense. They only stop people that look suspicious, like some people that's sick or something like that. Gwen and Sheila will walk through the gates, and will the guards stop them? Is there any guards that suspicious of them? I'll say it's likely 26 or greater. 69. Yeah. So when they attempt to pass, one guardsman was a little suspicious, so they approached the sisters. Please wait a moment, ladies. Yes, sir. What can we help you with? I am really sorry to say about this, but I need to do some inspection here. Inspection, sir? Is there any problem? No, there's no problem, but we need to do some inspection here. He calls another guardsman, a female guardsman, to also come and do the inspection. I will leave you to my friends here. You can go to the guard's house over there and you will need to be inspected. So what will Sheila do? She is afraid. Will she compel? Maybe she will ask like this. Sorry, Mr. Guardsman, but why do we need to be inspected? Is there any trouble? Will the guard lie again? I think this role will be move role for Sheila. We will gather information, but before that, Sheila will tell the guard this. Sir, is there any problem? If it's about sickness, I am an herbalist and also a doctor. Yeah, I don't have the exact word for the healer. It's not really a healer because she did not use magic, but a doctor. Yeah, a doctor is more herbalist and a doctor. I'm an herbalist and a doctor, so maybe I can help with some of the problem. And with that, we will secure an advantage with expertise, insight, or observation plus wits. So our wits is 3. So with wits of 3, we will roll action dice and challenge dice together plus wits. Okay, we got 7 and 5 on action dice, on challenge dice, and 2 on action dice, which nets us 5. Do I need to burn momentum? I think I'll burn momentum. I'll burn momentum because my momentum is 7. I'll make that a strong hit. I'll burn momentum, make it into 2, make our momentum down into 2. And because our momentum is 7, we got strong hit. So in strong hit, you gain advantage. Choose one. Take control. Make another move now, not a progress move, and add +1. Or prepare to act, take +2 momentum. So we take control. Add +1 for gather information. When you search an area, ask question, conduct an investigation, or follow a track, roll plus wits. If you act within community or ask question of a person whom you share bond, add +1. Okay, so we'll roll plus wits and +1 because we got strong hit on the the secure advantage. Let me. Oh, strong hit! Another strong hit. So we got double 1 on the challenge die and 4 on the action die. So 4, 7, 8. So strong hit with opportunity. Do we decide the opportunity first or do we keep it for later? I think this opportunity means that we don't have to compel or we don't have to persuade or lie for them to undergo inspection, so we can pass the inspection here. I think it goes like this. When the guardsman heard that Sheila was telling him that she's an herbalist and a doctor, the guardsman stopped talking, thinking for a bit, and then asked, "So you are an herbalist?" Wait. I haven't checked. On strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress are made clear. Envision what you learn and take +2 momentum. Okay, so our momentum is back to 4. So yeah, like I said before, the guardsman was silent and the guardsman asked again, "May I know your name, miss?" "Yeah, my name is Sheila and this is my sister, my elder sister Gwen. You may not know me because I was staying in my hometown up until recently, but you may know my teacher, an elf herbalist named Mitani." Okay, so my next question will be Mitani here be recognized as the genius or as the heretic. It's 50-50. 51 or more. In 51 or more, he will be recognized as the genius. 46. Oh, the heretic. Wait. So you are the student of the heretic elf, the heretic herbalist? Yeah, some people knows him as heretic, but some people also call him the genius. And then both of them are quiet, and then they go somewhere a bit far, and did a discussion while Gwen and Sheila was looking at each other and waiting anxiously. A couple of minutes later, both of them came back to Sheila and, alright, if you are really the student of the heretic herbalist, then maybe we can ask you for help. I don't know how much of your story is true, but we need to bring you to our overseer. They succeed in compiling, not really compiling, in avoiding the screening, but now they have to go to the overseer. The guardsman brings both of them, Sheila and Gwen, and Talon that suddenly came and perched on Sheila's shoulder, and they walk together through the middle of the town to the overseer's house, which is located near the Iron Monument. While they're walking, Sheila was asking the guardsman, "Sir, if I may know, what monument is this?" This is called the Grey Iron Monument. The Grey Barrow. This is the reason why this town is called Grey Barrow. The legend said that this is the sword of the ancient people that protrudes from the earth, but I don't know much more about that. Maybe the overseer or the priest, the iron priest, can help you. But when they walk near the house, there's commotion. The atmosphere is getting heavier. Sheila and Gwen can see that near the house there's like two factions. There's people with white robes, people who call themselves Iron Priests, and the other side is like a couple of guardsmen that guarding the overseer house. After these guardsmen talk to their friends and they let them in, so Sheila and Gwen enter the overseer's house. When they enter, the commotion is getting louder. So there's two female sounds that arguing each other. One is not pretty young. I think it's like in her 40s, a human in their 40s, and another one is a female Barrow, older, I think, pretty big, and she's mostly the one shouting. The Barrow woman is mostly the one shouting at the Ironlander, and then they shout. Their argument is like this: "Grapple cowardice." So the Barrow priestess, the head priestess, she's wearing a similar white robe with the one outside. The outside is like combination of humans and some pharaohs, but maybe there's one elf, and the town also have similar mix of race. So this pharaoh priestess was angry at the overseer because she didn't immediately take action, like purging the people who are sick, who are afflicted with the sickness. But the overseer is helpful and sneaky. She wants to help them, not to purge them. She wants to make them recover, and she don't want them to die, but the priest wants to burn them because priests perceive it as a sin or a curse from the old world. Maybe some of her ancestor hear the stories about plague from the old world or something like that, and they're arguing about that until the guardsman interrupts them and and tell the overseer, you have a guest that you must meet. Then overseers talk to the Barrow priestess. Maybe we can continue this in another time. There are some guests that I must meet. You can see the Barrow priestess was getting angry, getting angsty. She does a little growl. But remember this, overseers. Your cowardice that you call compassion will someday bite you back. We will settle this in another time. And then she moves away and get out. And because Barrow is like a werewolf race, I want to check if she can smell anything suspicious from Gwen. Can she smell the disease from Gwen? I'll say, because Gwen's symptom is still in the lighter side, I will say it's unlikely. So unlikely is 76 or greater. No, yeah, she didn't perceive anything. She just moved past Gwen and then go out of the building, stomping her way out in anger, and then telling her follower to go back to the temple with her. And then the overseers turn to our protagonist and then saying this, "I'm sorry for the commotion. So can you explain to me who are they, or why do you think I need to meet them?" Alright, overseers. These people are Herbalist. Her name is... What are your name again? My name is Sheila, overseers, and this is my elder sister Gwen and my equal Talon, my friend. I am a herbalist and a doctor. Oh, an herbalist. Yeah, but hear this, overseers. She claims to be the student of the the herbalist elf Mitani. You're the student of the heretic? I'm not sure why you call him heretic, but yeah, I'm his student. And I thought people knows him as genius. Well, yeah, maybe in some parts of the Ironlands people call him the genius, but we cannot deny that he also tends to break the tradition. So yeah, in this part of the lands, we know him as the heretic. Okay, so are you truly his student? I already inspect her belonging, and she is a herbalist indeed. Also, I came up this on the spot, so yeah, I'm sorry, this is just for convenience. Yeah, I also have an introduction letter from merchant Raven. Maybe you heard about it. Oh, Raven! Letter of introduction, huh? So another question, is Raven still here? Because yeah, Raven went to the same direction as Sheila, but Raven left first after a couple of days after Sheila helped him sorting out the old batch of medicine and the new batch. I'm not really sure, but I want to say it's likely. So it's likely that Raven is still in this town. So likely is 26 or greater. 72. Yes, he is here. So I will recount that. There's no letter of introduction from Raven or anything, but Sheila just mentioned, I am a student of Mitani and acquaintance of Raven the merchant. You should know him. Maybe you know him. And when we roll, we got 72, which is yes. Raven is in the town. The overseer quickly told the guardsman to call Raven to this house, and then she was asking question about what purpose she's doing journey, and she's talking that yeah, she's looking for Mitani because of some disease, but she did her best to hide the fact that Gwen is also is sick. But the overseers Willy haven't told her anything. I don't know, it's Willy or Oily. Let's just go with Willy. So a couple of minutes later, like 15 minutes later, the guardsman came back with Raven. Oh, Miss Sheila! It's good to see you! I can't believe you arrived before I go. I'm in the middle of my packing, you know? If you are late just a couple of days, we will miss each other. But thank the God that we are able to meet. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Raven. So, and then the overseer interrupts. Mr. Raven the merchant, you recognize these two girls, are you? These two sisters? Yes, I recognize them. And Raven starts to tell the story of what happened in Ashby. Basically, he can vouch for the skills for Sheila's skills as an herbalist and as a doctor. So Sheila managed to convince the overseer that she is the real deal. So they sit together in the reception room and they start to talk about what happened in the town. But what they don't realize, outside of one of the window that is open, the door, after the priestess left, the door is closed, but one of the window that shows the inside of the room is open, and from a distance we can see, we as the audience can see there's someone in a hood in a similar garb to the priestess standing and looking intently into the window. And that's where we end this episode. I will be honest, it's hard. It's really hard to explanation in language that you don't proficient in. But I will do my best to continue in English, and I hope you guys can understand what I want to express, what I want you guys to know about this episode. So yeah, what will happen next? We don't know, but I want to say thank you everyone for keeping up with me, for those who watching until the end. It feels good actually to go back to Ironsworn, continuing the adventure of Sheila, and maybe before I do FPS I will do more episode of Sheila first, but for now I will end this episode here. Again, thank you so much everyone for watching, for going along with my journey together with Sheila and Gwen, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Puntang.